It is the 318th day of the year. I'm going to acknowledge that there's a big gap in these vlogs, and it's actually partly that it was slipping my mind, but the reason that it was slipping my mind was that I normally do it on the weekends. It's part of my weekend morning routine, and then Liv has had weekends off lately, so it's just been boyfriend, girlfriend, quality time weekend mornings instead of me home alone with my horrible thoughts. But there's also very little to say. The bright side is progress is still being made on my AFL-CAA certification. So I took an exercise theory course, a group exercise fundamentals course, a spin class, and I did written tests for the first two and a practical exam for the third one. That's all complete now, and all I have left to do is get my CBR and first aid and then submit all of this to the AFL-CAA, and I will be a certified fitness instructor, which will make me more employable. So that's good, and if I get that done, if I get a job by the end of the year, then I can answer the question that Twitter has been driving me insane with for a week now of the decade is coming to an end, and what have you done? And, you know, that very unfortunately gave me cause to think that, yeah, it's been a fruitless decade for me, and that's a fucking bummer. And I guess it's a little different if your 20s is a fruitless decade because you're supposed to do something in your 30s, but for me it actually works like a near perfect half decade. In 2020 I'm gonna be 35, so really at the point where I now haven't done anything in 20 years. I haven't done anything with my life, and that's partly me being sad and self-deprecating, and also true. It's not what these YouTube videos are supposed to be for, but all YouTube videos are just people talking to themselves about themselves, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, progress is still being made, sort of. I'm not taking any steps backwards in life, but that's because of the tremendous safety net granted by Liv's job, and the fact that she works really hard and she has an education that's given her a career and a career path. So, as always, I'm still just a fucking mooch with ambitions, and that's where I've been for the last 10 years. Sorry for being sad.